Hello everyone, this is Alexander here, and it's great to be back. Before I begin, I do want to mention that I'm not sponsoring or advertising Clip Studio Paint or any other Celestis products. This video is just to share my thoughts and opinions as a longtime fan. Now that part has been taken care of, let's move on to the main focus of today's video. For a very long time, I've used all kinds of digital art programs dating back to 2010. Some examples like Seashore, Fire Alpaca, and even my personal favorite at the time, GIMP. Those applications were pretty good and all, but many of them were lacking or even missing the tools to help me improve the quality of my art. Though I will admit that I've gotten those programs for free, so of course there will be a few limitations. But all of that changed when I first got my hands on this wonderful beauty. I first started using Clip Studio Paint back in July of 2015. The very first ever picture was a very poor drawing of Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls, which I find to be quite laughable looking back at it right now. But anyways, I'll be starting off with number 1 on the list. One of the first things that I like about the program is how inexpensive it is. On their website, you can purchase the Pro version for only $49.99. Sadly, the EX version, which happens to have more advanced features, does come with a higher price starting at $219. But don't worry, you can actually catch a great deal where Celestis offers 50% or even 60% off on both versions while saving you a lot of money in your wallet. Compared to other brands, Adobe, as an example, charges you a monthly or even a yearly basis for using their programs. For instance, a Photoshop subscription per month can cost you $31.49. The annual option can even come out to $239.88 per year, which is insane. Also, what's great about Clip Studio Paint is that you can purchase the whole program with one transaction with no future payments involved. Plus, you can install it to several different devices without purchasing the same program again and again. Though, as long as you have the activation code, you should be good. Plus, I believe that there's a limit to how many devices you can use, and I think it might be 2 based on their website. Moving on to number 2 is Clip Studio Paint Assets, where you can easily download and install different tools to your program. What I find most fascinating about this is that there are over hundreds and hundreds of materials in different categories. Not only you can find a variety of brushes, but there are also backgrounds, 3D models, patterns, textures, special effects, and so many more. One of my most favorite things that I like are the 3D models, since I find them to be a great tool for drawing different poses, especially ones with very difficult positions. With the 3D tool, you can adjust the figure's body while creating your own preferred pose or downloading an existing one from the Assets section. Next up is number 3. Based on my personal experiences with drawing samples on different art programs, I sometimes have trouble keeping a proper connection, even with the correct drivers installed. But with Clip Studio Paint, I can easily work and draw freely. If I happen to have any issues, like say for instance, not getting that nice smooth stroke with my pencil tool, I can always try adjusting the Stabilization Bar. Plus, another good way is by adjusting the pen pressure. First, you'll click on the file, then scroll down to pen pressure settings that has the letter J in the close parentheses. Afterwards, you'll be greeted with the pen pressure graph where you can move around the pen pressure to your choosing. Another good example is by checking to see that your Clip Studio Paint is set at the right tablet settings. To verify, you need to click File, select Preferences, and choose Tablet on the sidebar. After that, you'll see 2 options, which are WinTab and Tablet PC. If you're using a drawing tablet that is made for a computer, select the Tablet PC option. If you're using a tablet with a screen, then pick WinTab as your preferred option. On a side note, I have used several different drawing tablets on Clip Studio Paint, and all of them pretty much function quite well. 2 of them being a Huion, and the other one being an XP pen. Moving forward to number 4, I'll be talking more about 3D models. The 3D drawing figure that Celestis provides with their program is a huge benefit to all artists in different skill levels. In terms of a learning perspective, it's a great way to learn about the body structure and anatomy, while allowing you to experiment with different shapes and sizes. With the help of the editing 3D drawing figure feature, I can easily adjust the model's height, head, and other parts of the body. In addition, you can change the camera angle and mess around with the light source to help you find that realistic source of lighting. One of my most favorite things about this is that you can use existing poses for your 3D models by just simply clicking and dragging the pose you want from the material section. Also, if you're not satisfied with the angle that you currently have, you can try changing the model's perspective with different rotation tools. If you want to find more poses, you can open Clip Studio on the upper left corner, which will open the application. Then afterwards, you can navigate your arrow to the Clip Studio Paint's assets. Last but not least, I will be mentioning Clip Studio Paint's animation feature. When I first found out about this, I was very surprised that I can do 2D animations while using the same tools in other programs like Adobe Animate, Toon Boom Harmony, and even OpenTunes, which I still find surprising from an art program that mainly deals with digital illustrations and storytelling. During my first time, I will admit that it was a bit challenging for me to use, but I was able to get the basics down during my first few attempts. The overall layout of the animation feature is very clean and simple. In terms of access, you'll simply just need to click File, pick New, and choose Animation in the Use of Work section. Afterwards, you can set your canvas to your preferred size. For me, I like to use 1280 by 720. In addition, I'll set the frame rate to 24 since that's the standard number animation for realistic movement. Next, choose OK, and you'll be presented with your animation workspace. If you look down, you'll notice the timeline is not showing up. To fix that, you head over to the Windows tab and select Timeline with the close parentheses X. And of course, make sure to select the layer from the same Windows tab so you can display your layers on the right side of your Clip Studio Paint program. Also, if you want to get a good deep dive in learning how to animate on Clip Studio Paint, then I highly recommend watching Chipflake's video. He does an excellent job on covering the basics while providing an amazing step-by-step tutorial on the subject. Another person I have in mind is Manu, who posted their tutorial on YouTube about a month ago. I'll provide links to their videos in the description below. So yeah, those were my thoughts on Clip Studio Paint. And I want to say thank you for listening to me talk about this subject, and I hope you find this video to be extremely helpful. By the way, if you're an artist who likes to draw, especially on the digital side of things, I highly recommend using this program. I know that there are some other good programs like Sketchbook and Krita, but Clip Studio Paint is my number one in my opinion. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking around this far in the video, and I'll see you guys next time.